Good day, everyone. This is Coach Reese coming at you with another great video. I'm hoping all is well with you and your family and that you're enjoying your day. The title of today's video is Qualifications of a Police Officer. Qualifications of a Police Officer. And this is a part two of the series I'm dealing with and in relation to police officers. And I feel that this video is very important, young people, because if you're called to be a police officer, it's very important that you have some personal skills. It's very important that you have personal skills within you in order to be a good police officer. Number one, I feel that you need to be a person that's compassionate towards all people. Number two, I feel that you need to be a person of integrity. You always want to strive to do the right thing at all times. And if you have those, two things within you before you join the police department, I feel that, those are some critical keys to you being extremely successful. Remember, young people, it's always good to be a person of integrity, regardless if you're a police officer or not. But especially as a police officer, it's very important to be a person of integrity because you're dealing with the community you serve. And it's always best to do the right thing. That way, when the family members or whatever, if they decide to investigate your work or whatever, they will discover that you did the right thing every step of the way, and they will have a tremendous respect for you. Okay, young people, I don't have any notes to read, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my journal. Like I say, the title of today's video is Qualifications of a Police Officer. Qualifications of a Police Officer. And this is a part two of my series dealing with police officers, okay? I love police officers. I feel that police officers are vital to our communities. One of my favorite movies is In the Heat of the Night, starring Sidney Poitier. In the movie, Mr. Poitier plays a police officer. In the movie, you clearly see that he is a very good police officer. He cares about his work and he desires to do the right thing. Even though he had to deal with racism, he still maintained his integrity. This movie was released in 1967. During this time in America, the civil rights movement was critical to positive change. Unfortunately, in the 1960s, there were not that many African American police officers. So it was very important for the few African American police officers working during this time to do really good work and help pave the way for future African American police officers. Young people, I brought this to your attention because there is a very important lesson here. In the 1960s, despite the racism African Americans experienced in the police force, they were determined to stay focused and do everything they could to excel. Racism is an extremely hard obstacle to overcome in the workforce because I personally had to deal with racism in the fire department back in the 1990s. Even though racism still exists in the police department in 2026, I still feel it is very important for African American police officers to set the example both within the police department and when you're off duty. Young people, these are a few ideas as far as being a good police officer. Number one, you must have a genuine love for all people. Remember, you have to be willing to put your life on the line to save others. Number two, ask yourself, how can you number two, ask yourself, how can I make the community I serve better? Number three, ask yourself, how can I help to create a positive image of the police department? Number four, be willing to volunteer at the local Boys and Girls Club in the community you patrol. When you volunteer on your free time to the Boys and Girls Club, the young people will get an opportunity to get to know you as a normal, regular person. This is important because when you patrol the same streets in that community, some of the young people already know you from your volunteer work, and you have the opportunity to build a good solid friendship with the young people. Number five, always be fair, honest, and respectful at all times. Now, I understand that some people you encounter may cause you to yell back at them or raise your voice, but try to be nice so that you can possibly avoid a violent confrontation. Being a police officer is not easy. It is a, it is a very stressful job. Maybe you can be the police officer that can bring about positive change in your community and in your police department. Perhaps from your hard work and determination, you can promote through the ranks to become chief of the police department. As a police chief, you now have the power to create positive change. Stay committed to integrity and doing what is right at all times. As a police officer, set the example of true excellence in your department. Demand true excellence in your department. Okay, young people, that concludes my letter for today. And in all my videos, I touch on 3 points on wisdom. I touch on 1 point dealing with critical thinking. And then I have an ending statement of practice. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started on my 3 points on wisdom. Point number 1, wise people are good listeners. Wise people are good listeners. Point number 2, wise people have the thirst or desire to learn good knowledge and spiritual knowledge. Young people, point number 2 is extremely important. Wise people have the thirst or desire to learn good knowledge and spiritual knowledge. Point number 3, wise people have the courage to teach their wisdom. Wise people have the courage to teach their wisdom. So young people, I encourage you all to do your research on the topic of wisdom. And I hope and pray that you all will pursue wisdom with the utmost seriousness. Young people, when you pursue wisdom with the utmost seriousness, it'll be a tremendous benefit and blessing to you in the long run. I have a statement dealing with critical thinking, and it goes like this. Always be a critical thinker, young people, especially when it comes to making big decisions. Always be a critical thinker, young people, especially when making big decisions. So young people, I encourage you to discuss the topic of critical thinking with your parents. And your parents will help you navigate the differences between making big decisions and minor decisions. And young people, also, it is also very important that you do your research on the topic of critical thinking, because this is just my humble opinion. The sooner you become a critical thinker, young people, the better off you'll be, and it'll be a tremendous benefit and blessing to you in the long run. I have an ending statement of practice, and it goes like this. I love you. I want the best for you. I want you to practice using love and wisdom in all that you do. Life is a game that you must learn how to play. Practicing love and wisdom with your family, friends, and loved ones creates a powerful team. Love conquers all, young people, even if you feel defeated. So young people, I encourage you to keep loving, and keep growing and gaining in wisdom, and God will bless you in a mighty way. I encourage you all to hit the thumbs up on this video. I encourage you all to share this video with family, friends, and loved ones. And uh, I encourage you all to subscribe to my channel. At the end of the day, young people, I want you to accomplish all your goals and dreams in life as long as it is productive. I support you 110%. And also, young people, it's very important that you be the best person that you possibly can be every single day of your life. That is absolutely important that you do that. I have one more nugget of wisdom before I officially conclude this video, and it goes like this. Don't ever think that you're better than anyone else, but rather, young people, think of yourself as just as good as anyone else. Humility is a vital key to successful life. I hope and pray that you all will apply that nugget of wisdom to your life. Okay, young people, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video by saying this. May God bless you and may God keep you until we meet again.